Hello, friends. Glenda Mullet here, and welcome to my craft room. Tonight, I am stamping a card with you. Surprise, surprise. But I think I'm going to change it up a bit. So I'm going to need some input into yes or no, the way I want to go with this card. I'm just over in Facebook, making sure that this is up and running. And it is, thank goodness, now. Um, in April, Streamia or Facebook is making some changes. Hi, Lena. And it's changing the way we can go live in groups, not pages yet so far, but I'm sure it's coming too. But they're taking away permission for third party applications to go live on Facebook, such as StreamYard, Zoom, Wave, all those other since share, there's a whole like a list of them, and they're changing that, and they're not going to get permission to go live on Facebook anymore in groups. So things are going to have to change unless something changes between now and the 22nd of April. But I am not worried about that now because it's working. We'll go day by day. Hi, Janet. Hi, Kathy. Thanks so much for joining me. I have tea. Have a sip. Oh, it's good. My mug. See my mug? See this? My sister bought this for me about 6 years ago. It comes from the Empress Hotel. La di da. It's one of the China mugs that you get when you go to the Empress Hotel in Victoria to do high tea. You can have your tea in this. So she bought me one and gave it to me for, I think it was Christmas or my birthday or something. And let me tell you, the tea tastes amazing out of it. Hey, Connie. So I decided I was cold, so I was bringing tea with me along with chocolate. I have chocolate too. So let me just flip you around and we'll get at the chocolate part. There you go. So here's some tea. Are you guys drinking? Ooh, let's put it on this side so it doesn't get the light shining on it. You guys got a beverage? What are you having? Hi, Cindy. Hey, Wendy. Are you guys drinking something hot? Mm. Hi, Nadine. Thanks, Cindy, for sharing my video. Don't forget, if you're enjoying my video, hit those emojis. Hit those emojis. I can't do this because you don't see that hand. Okay, here's the chocolate. Grab what you like. We have celebration cookies. And I didn't know until Saturday when I had my team party, and Norma told me that there's square celebration cookies and there is round celebration cookies. The round ones have caramel in them, and the square ones do not have caramel, and they're both in the same package. I didn't know that. So thanks, Norma. Kathy wants the Kit Kat. Here we go. Kit Kat. Nobody wants Smarties. Poor Smarties. There's an Easter Bunny. There's the Wafamios, sugar-free. This one is another Easter Bunny. This is milk chocolate with caramel, and this one is just milk chocolate. And of course, there's some white things. If you like sugar-free, I've got that covered as well. Sugar-free peanut butter. And then under here, one lonely little Coke bottle. Okay. Hello, Yvonne. Ice water. Kathy's drinking ice water. Oh my gosh, Kathy, that makes me cold just thinking about it. Brr. All right. Gonna have another sip of tea and then I'll put it off to the side. Oh my gosh, it's so good. Mm. Tea just tastes so much better when you have it in China, don't you think? Oh, Lena wants the peanut butter. Peanut butter is yours, Lena. What have I got? Oh, look, I got a stamp stuck on the back. I don't know why this was so heavy. Lifetime of Love class is open for registration now. $35 for 3 cards plus some blooming pearls that you will be using on your cards. So you have until the 20th of February to sign up for this. And here's the card we're going to make tonight. Well, we're going to make a version of this card tonight. I'm not sure I'm going to make exactly this card tonight because I'm thinking I want to do something different with it. So this uses lemon lolly, and this is lemon lolly ribbon that has a silver edge to it. It's absolutely gorgeous. And I've used the softly sophisticated. Holy man, my mouth is not working tonight. Apparently words are going to be hard. Softly sophisticated bundles. So there's the embossing folder and the stamp set. Now I did this one with my Powell River peeps, and then I did it with my senior ladies last week. But I want to change it up a bit. So here's the inside and the envelope. So what do you think about me putting a hummingbird on there instead of the flowers? I did put out a this or that today of whether you like cutesy or flowery. And I got a mix of answers. Some people like cute. Some people like cutesy. Some people like flowers. There's also detailed dogwood. Now, this is another celebration set that I have been using lately. That is gorgeous. I don't think these colors would work with Jungle Pals. Hello, Marie. Hummingbird, aha. I'm thinking I'd like to do the hummingbird just by itself. Not put a flower on there, just put a hummingbird on there and then we'll color it. So hey, Valerie, you made it. So this is Lemon Lolly, and I will stamp this in black in Memento, and then we'll color it. So I need you to tell me in the comments what colors you think I should color the hummingbird in. Let's put this up here, and we'll get organized and get everything done for the card except for this. And because I just remembered I don't have a block, and I don't think that one's big enough. No, I have to get a big block. Okay, so to create this card, I have basic white card base, just your regular 8.5 by 5.5, scored in half and folded. Hey, Pat. Yvonne hopes they come out with dies for the dogwood stamp. Oh, yeah, don't hold your breath, Yvonne. I'm sorry. It's celebration and it's only good for the next 17 days and then it will disappear. And I have two pieces of basic white 5.25 by 4, one for the inside, one for the outside. The lemon lolly. Oh, right. I don't have the recipe. I don't know. I've lost my original card. I don't know what I did with it. The lemon lolly is 5 by 3.25, and I'm going to use the Countryside Corner dies on that. And the white is 2.75 by 4.25, and that's going to do this layer. And then I grabbed a big chunk of basic white to do whatever we decide to do on the front. Reddish brown with some green. Green and ruby red. Use Winky to make the red really glitter and shiny. Pecan pie and flirty flamingo. Holy man, you guys are coming up with some really good suggestions. Maybe we'll color 2 or 3 of them if we have time. If I stop nattering and start doing my job. Okay, there's the rest of Thoughtful Expressions where the hummingbird comes from. The sentiment is softly sophisticated, and it's going to work with whatever stamps that we use. And there's the embossing folder and the Countryside Corner dies. And then I got the adhesive back dragonflies and birds to finish it off with. So let me emboss this. If I could have one thing from Celebration remain available after the 29th of February, it would be this embossing folder because I absolutely love it. All right, I'm going to emboss this, run that through. There we go. Now, pardon me. Ooh, look at this. Isn't that awesome? It makes my heart happy. Oh, Nadine likes it too. So does Kathy. Yes, it is fabulous. Okay, I'm going to cut these two with the Countryside Corners dies. This one is white. So that's number 1, 2, 3, number 4. And number 5, I'm going to cut Lemon Lolly with. My voice is gravelly. Does it sound gravelly to you guys? I don't know. It's been cutting in and out all day. I don't know what's going on. I had to go to the post office today. And then I had to go to the bank because I'm starting to collect things for my trip to Houston. So I had to go and get some US cash. I've been saving money. Don't tell my hubby, but I've been siphoning money since November so I could go to Houston and not come home with a big outstanding bill. So today I started getting my US cash. I didn't want to get too much at once because if you order a whole bunch from the bank, then you need to order it instead of just getting it. I had that embossing folder from when they had it in a catalog before. It's exactly the same, Marie. Was it exactly the same embossing folder? I don't remember that. Hi, Kathy. Okay, so I'm going to stamp the sentiment in memento. Memento. And I love this sentiment. I like the words. I like the font. It's just really nice. And it's nice. It stamps nice and clean and crisp. Connie says, oh, what's that secret worth? Oh, Connie, you're so funny. Okay, I got to get a bigger block. Hang on. So this Saturday is the Creative Escape in-person edition from starting at 10 o'clock in the morning. And I've started collecting things, like because we're going to have lunch. So I had to get plates and cutlery and napkins and tablecloths and start the food. Well, I've started collecting the food. I haven't started. I got a few things that I have to make, but I haven't started that part yet. And the goodie bags are all done and ready to go. Okay. Stamping this. How many of these should I stamp? Shall I stamp like maybe a couple of them, 2 or 3? Then we can play with the colors because this card is really easy to put together. So we might have time to do more than one. Look, I got ink on my finger. It's a good day. The sentiment is from Softly Sophisticated, Wendy. Yvonne, next weekend is the virtual one on Sunday. This weekend is the in-person one on Saturday. I didn't do them the same weekend because I didn't want to have a Monday morning meltdown from 2 long days of crafting. So in-person is Saturday the 17th. Virtual is Sunday the 25th. And then Friday the 1st, we leave for Tofino. So in the next 2 weeks, I'm going to be super duper busy getting things organized and ready. Okay, now I need the dies for this stamp set. Where are they? Where are they? Oh, thoughtful expressions. Where are you? There we are. So there's lots of dies in this one. Ah, yes. So Yvonne, I know you've signed up for the virtual one, but if you want to join us for the in-person one, just let me know, because I can always add an extra spot at the table. So if you're coming, I sent out an email today to the virtual people with the PDF in it, so you can get all prepped for next weekend. And I sent off an email to all the in-person people telling you what to bring next Saturday. Because we're providing coffee, tea, water, lunch, snacks, refreshments, but we don't provide mugs or water bottles. I provide the water, but it's up to people who come to bring their own mug and something to have water in if they want it that close. So we don't have any oopsies during the class. Yes, the hummingbird is gorgeous, Pat. And hello. Okay, there's the second one. Oh, that one didn't stamp very good. It's a nice clear stamp if you don't move its tail and make a mess. There we go. I'll just stamp it again because that one didn't work out very well. I always say hold it with your non-dominant hand, rub your finger over the top while holding it secure, and then I don't do it. And that's what causes this to happen. Do you see his tail, how it looks like it's been double stamped? It's because I moved it while I was stamping it. So, did you guys know that I am now doing scrapbook classes? I am. One double page a month. And it is in person in my studio. But I am happy to do virtual if anybody wants to get a PDF to put it together. I'm not going to do video tutorials yet, and I'm not going to do a virtual class, but I will do a PDF. Nadine is excited. Oh, yes, Nadine. Thank you for registering. Yeah, it's going to be fun. Hello, Carmen. Okay, there's the hummingbird. Okay, now I'm going to go back up here to I have to go up here because apparently I'm missing a whole bunch of comments. Oh, Nadine, go ahead and case the card. Absolutely. It's very easy to do. Exactly the same. Now that's weird that I don't remember it, Marie. That is weird. Okay, colors. Somebody wanted reddish brown with some green. That was Yvonne. Valerie said green and ruby red and use Winky to make red really glitter and shiny. Lena wanted pecan pie and flirty flamingo. Okay, so reddish brown with some green. Well, let's see. Reddish brown. How about Moody Mauve with some Old Olive? And we'll make it ruby throated with dark real red. And we'll see what that turns out. Okay, now I have to go back down to the bottom of the comments. Hey, Carmen. It might, Kathy, it might get you back into scrapbooking again. I have never been a scrapbooker, but I was asked by a few people in my town if I would do a scrapbooking class. So who am I to say no? We've done 2 now. We did Christmas one in January, and then we did Valentine's Day in February. That was last week, I think, last weekend. And they requested springy, flowery thing for March. So I created one using Flight and Airy because y'all know how much I love Flight and Airy. So I figured we might as well use it. I don't know whether this is a true color of a hummingbird or not, but oh, I just went over top of where the ruby red throat's supposed to be. Okay, well, let's just get a good base coat of Moody Mauve in here and we'll see. You never know. Does a hummingbird have to be true to life? Can you use creative license on a hummingbird and make it whatever color you want? Sorry, I'm coloring and I'm not watching the comments, and I know that's bad. There's nothing I dislike more when I am watching a video and the person has completely ignored the comments. That's why a lot of them now have moderators that are in the comments and they answer comments and questions. Hi, Holly. I'm glad you came. You're only late if I'm done. Hi, Marcia. Yeah, I agree, Connie. It's my card. I can do what I want, right? I don't know. We'll see. I stamped 3 of them, so if we don't like where this coloring is going, we'll just do something else. Okay, now I'm going to take some Old Olive and I'm going to put some green tones in there because you never know what happens when you put different colors on top. This is turning out pretty cool, people. Those are the wings. Got some green in there. Let's do the tail. Who knew that putting green Old Olive over top of Moody Mauve would look so cool? Not me. That's for darn sure. Okay, I'll hold it up so you can have a look at it. Oh, it's flipped again. Oh, why does it do that? Look. That's turning out not too bad, don't you think? I am impressed. It's not really blending, but that's okay. Some more green in there. That turned it the reddy brown that Yvonne was waiting to see. Okay, now I want to put a little bit of dark Old Olive just in some spots. Just like down at the bottom of the wing and along the edge of the tail. And then there's this spot right here. There we go. Now, where's my light Moody Mauve? Let's go back over and just blend all that together. As my friend Lisa Tilsner says, just try it. You never know until you give it a try. Hello, Michelle. They do come in a lot of different colors. Okay, I'm going to try. I might ruin this, but you know, let's just put some red in the throat. I need to go a little bit closer to the eye. There we go. Blend that in a little bit. Well, there's hummingbird number 1. Let's get this set up here so you can see what it's going to look like. Look. Right? Hi, Renee. Looks amazing, doesn't it? Okay, now, what was an... Yeah, sorry, I flipped. I don't know. It's StreamYard. What can I say? Okay, where's the colors? Okay, so that was reddish brown with some green. So that was Yvonne's. Valerie wanted green and ruby red and used Winky to make the red. And then Lena wanted pecan pie and flirty flamingo. Okay, let's put these colors away. Get out pecan pie and flirty flamingo for the next one. And Valerie wanted green and ruby red. So bring back in that and that. And Mossy Meadow. We'll do the next one in green and red. Okay, and we'll save pecan pie and flirty flamingo. Okay, first of all, let's do the ruby red throat so I don't forget to do it. And we're just going to kind of do it down there and up around the eye, because I think it goes around the eye, doesn't it? Well, if it doesn't, it does now. There we go. Okay. The markers that you get in Sale-a-Bration, are they worth getting? Is it the new in colors? Marcia. The markers that are in the Sale-a-Bration are the Stampin' Write markers. They're the water-based markers. They're not the alcohol-based. And if you look on page 125 of the annual catalog, they're here. There. 11 markers, one each of all the 11 new colors. So that is, if you go to the color page, anything that has returning and new, that's the colors they are. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Those are the colors. Now, the markers, the difference in the markers. Where did I put it? I'm going to have an avalanche. Okay, so the difference is that these are water-based and they don't blend and they leave coloring marks. But these ones, you use them for different kinds of techniques. So there's a fat end and a skinny end, whereas the lemon, that was Lemon Lolly. So when you color with alcohol markers, the coloring lines go away. They don't go away with the other markers. Marcia, it depends on what you're doing with them. If you are coloring and blending like I'm doing, then the Stampin' Blends are much better. But if you want to do techniques like take your stamp and color it, like for instance, this one, these are flowers, right? If I wanted to color my flowers, one red, one yellow, one orange, I can do that with the Stampin' Write markers, but you can't do it with Stampin' Blends. So the question of, are they better? Yes and no. Depends on what you want to do with them, because they're not going to color like Stampin' Blends, but you're going to be able to do techniques with them that you can't do with the Stampin' Blends, like double color. And I will show you in a sec what I mean by, because I've got a card that I use for my Stamping 101 classes. Or maybe it was my introductory class. I can't remember which class it was, but we just recently did a card, and I've got it relatively handy here. So as soon as I get a layer of color on my hummingbird here, I will get that. Remind me that you want to see the card with the technique of double coloring your stamps, because you can't do that with Stampin' Blends. You can try, but they are like Sharpies. So once you write on your stamp, you will never get it off. It's on there permanently. Okay, so we have this is light old olive I'm using. I'm going to go in with dark old olive. No, what is this? Light mossy meadow. Never mind. Dark old olive. And get some dark colors in there, just in different spots, kind of like the last one where I used it in certain areas. And definitely where there's any kind of a shadow, like this. And you're probably thinking, oh my God, that's but ugly, woman. What are you doing? When you're coloring with Stampin' Blends, it's all about the last layer that you put on it. That's what helps you. Okay, now this is light mossy meadow, which is just a shade darker than the dark old olive. And I'm just going over top of where I did dark old olive, but not quite as big, keeping it a little bit narrower. Okay, so that was light mossy meadow. Now I'm going to take dark mossy meadow, and I'm going to be really strategic with it, because you don't want to add too much dark. Just a couple of dots here and there where it will be the darkest. So right around its tail, or her tail. I guess it's a her, seeing as we're making. No, it's a him, because the hers are not as colorful as the hymns. Okay, so now I've got all my layers of color on there, and I'm going to go back with my light old olive, which is the first color I started with, and I'm going to go back over top of the whole thing. So I'll let you see it. You see how it's got the colors, but they're defined. They're not blended in. Oh, you're welcome, Marcia. Yeah, but on the other hand, Marcia, if you can get them for free, why not? If you have everything else in Sale-a-Bration that you want, if you're going to get them for free, it's a good bargain. But you could also get another package of Flight and Airy designer paper, because I don't think you'll ever be able to have too much of that. So I'm just going over top of the whole thing again. Now, some people, when they color with Stampin' Blends, they like to color dark first and then add light. And I like to start with light, a base coat of light, and then add my dark, and then go back over top with light again. It all depends on your preference. There's no right way or wrong way, and whatever looks good to you. Now I'm going to go right over top of the edges of that red to blend that in a bit. There we go. Now the only thing I haven't done is the beak. And I think I'm going to give this one a little bit of a pecan pie beak. There. Now I could go in with pecan pie as well and just add some highlights of pecan pie in there. I don't think you will be able to see it, but I can see a little bit of brown showing up in there. It just deepens that green a little bit. And then just quickly go over top of where I just did that, just to blend it in. There we are. That one's done. And then Valerie wanted a wink of Stella. Oh, you're welcome. I will answer any questions as long as I know the answer. Okay, there's wink of Stella. And I didn't add Winky to my other one. So let's just do that in the same spot. Okay, so there we have Moody Mauve and Old Olive. This one we have Old Olive, Mossy Meadow. They both have real dark, real red on them. Okay, so now we'll do the third one. And Lena said pecan pie and flirty flamingo. I have no idea whether this is going to work or not, but we'll find out, won't we? Now, let me think. I think I'll start with a base coat of flirty flamingo. Because that's going to let the pinks show through and keep it from being total brown. Now, you can tell me as I'm coloring this, do you want me to put a ruby throat on this, or shall we do it without a ruby throat? And I'll just try and remember not to, well, I guess it doesn't matter if I go over it with flirty flamingo. I can always do red on top. So let me know if you want me to consider putting real red on it as well. I'm going to have to go online and look at different kinds of hummingbirds. I have my class in April is going to be thoughtful expressions. I've got 3 of the cards done already. I'm just trying to figure out what the 4th one is going to be. And we're going to make a shaker card. And it's really pretty. Love the birds. Ruby, or Marcia says ruby. Put some ruby red in there. Okay, so now we're going to, oops, wrong end. I don't like the brush tip end. I like the bullet tip. Okay, we're going to get some dark flirty flamingo in here. Strategically placed. Because the more color you layer, the deeper the color is by the time you're done. There we go. Right there. Okay, now here we go. We're either going to ruin it or it's going to look cool. I'm going to put just some streaks of pecan pie in here. Just kind of keeping it to a minimum. I don't want too much in there. And remembering that I'm going to go back over top with flirty flamingo light when I'm done. In there, some dots. You can dot this too, like this. Okay. Most of them have red throats except the blue ones. Oh, and I'm not doing a blue one. So we'll have to put a red throat. Thanks, Marie. Marcia says, I love Flight and Airy, but I see there's a stamp for the birds and I don't know where they got it. A stamp for the birds? Well, we used to have, what was it called? Flight. It was three birds sitting on a branch, and they look a lot like the birds in Flight and Airy. So that could be the one that you're thinking about. So this is dark pecan pie. Just adding some low lights in here to the bird. Is there such a thing as a pink hummingbird? There is now. What was that? What was that stamp set called, people? Okay, back with the light flirty flamingo to blend it all together. There was three birds sitting on a branch. And there was dies, but not for that part. They were sentiment dies. I think this needs a bit of green in it. I think it needs some green. Let me get my light old olive and just add a little bit of green. No, it's not dark enough. Has to be the next color. Dark old olive. Where are you? There we are. Add some green. Just to tone that pink down a bit because it's really quite pink. Oh, that's better. Adding pink to it. Sorry, Lena. I mean, adding green to it. I've kind of hijacked your pink. There. Free as a bird. Yes, that's what it was. I knew one of you would know what it was called. Okay, so now I'm just going back over top. Look at the comments. I wish I could look at the comments in color at the same time, Wendy. Free as a bird. In the Sale-a-Bration book, it shows there's a stamp of the bird. Okay, I got to get the Sale-a-Bration book out now and have a look. This is not blending like I want it to blend. It's staying too pink. So I'm going to try something because I think this bird is beyond redemption. I don't think we'll be using this one because pink and yellow is just not going to do well together. But I want to try now taking the lifter and seeing what will happen. They are gorgeous. Sale-a-Bration color lifter. Inspirational Sketches has a large bird that can be colored to Inspirational Sketches. Where's that one? Oh, Inspirational Sketches. That's in the mini. That's in this one. Stamp set. Isn't it in the mini? Yes, page 65. This one? That one? Ask Pat. Pat knows. Okay. Oh, this stamp. Ah. Okay, that's not it. That's not that one. What stamp is that? What stamp is that? Does anybody know what that stamp is from? I'm not into birds, so I don't know. Yeah, this is the Inspirational Sketches, but that's not that bird because this bird that's in here, it's facing the other way because this is upside down. So the bird is facing the other way and it doesn't have the branch under it and it's not that big, it's tinier. I'm going to have to do some So I think that's it right there stamped, if I do remember, because that's not out of the paper. Okay, so I can check and see if I can find out, because I have a list of, yeah, this is not my favorite bird. Just saying. I'm going to go and have a look and see if I have the recipes for Sale-a-Bration, but I want to get this working first. So I'm just using my color lifter. You know what? I think my color lifter's dried out. Get my other one. Oh, there. So I'm just going to let this work while I go and have a look. Oh, Pat looked. I knew Pat would be on it. Okay, just bear with me for 2 seconds here while I go in. Okay, found the recipe list and page 6. Let's see. I'm getting there. Okay, there it is. Layering leaves. Okay, layering leaves does not have a bird in it. Seasonal branches. Seasonal branches. I don't know what that one looks like. Seasonal branches, page 21. Aha, there it is. Okay, I'm coming back now. There you go. Seasonal branches. There's that little bird. It's in the annual catalog on page 21, seasonal branches. I don't have that one. Mystery solved. Okay, so there's our 3 birds. Let's get some wink of Stella. Janet knew what it was. Good job, Janet. Okay, so there's our 3 birds. Let's get this put together and then we'll decide what bird we want. So I gotta find what I did with the ribbon. Put some adhesive on the back. So you know when you're putting ribbon on to a layer, if you put adhesive down this way for about that much, you can move your ribbon to wherever you want it to be. And all you have to do is just fold it over and it sticks. And you don't have to worry about hanging onto it, turning it over and putting adhesive on it. Then put it on your grid paper, line it up on the 8 mark, and then line up that side on the 8 mark, and now you know it's perfectly straight. But it does not, using the stamp and seal over top of it doesn't always work, because a lot of times it will move your ribbon. So I just put a couple of little pieces of tear and tape on there. Oh man, I've got quite the mess going on behind me here. Oh, you're welcome, Marcia. We're just hanging out, just like friends in a craft room, right? Okay, so then I'm going to put adhesive on there. Then you remove this liner from your tear and tape, and your ribbon is not going to move no matter what happens to the card, because you've got adhesive underneath it and on top of it. It does not move. And that's one of the tips when I'm doing my Stamping 101 classes that I tell people. Okay, where's my base? There's base. And we'll put this on flat, right onto the card base. Okay, now layer the white one on top of the lemon lolly one. Like this. Yeah, not centered. Oh, man. It's center challenge tonight, I think. Oops. There. It is what it is. All right. Now we're going to put this on dimensionals. Let me grab my big one so it goes faster. What a team we are, eh? Ask a question and we're like pit bulls. We keep going until the Energizer Bunny. We keep going until we find an answer. Okay, so now this is on dimensionals over top of the ribbon, and I'm going to keep it off to the right-hand side because I want to put that bow on there too. Hi, Dimity. Okay, this is going to go on there. And then we have to decide what color of hummingbird we're going to put on there. Now I've got that song going through my head. You know, you're in my thoughts and in my prayers. I don't want to sing it because then I'll get shut down by you guys as well as Facebook. Me singing is never a good thing. Okay, there we have our Moody Mauve. So you guys got to vote while I'm putting the bow on and doing the inside. Moody Mauve, Old Olive, or Flirty Flamingo. Which one do you like? I'll put them on here so you can see them with the color. So Moody Mauve, Old Olive, or Flirty Flamingo. Now, what else is in that stamp set that I can put? Oh, let's use this. Let's use this one. I haven't used this one yet. I'm going to have to put it on the other side. And I'm going to do it in Lemon Lolly. Let's see. Oh, got lots of choices coming in. Got to go way back up here. Okay. We are all crafty friends. You're right, Marsh. Okay, Old Olive, Old Olive, Old Olive, Moody Mauve. Old Olive, Old Olive, Old Olive, Old Olive. I like them. I like all of them, but Old Olive has my vote. Flirty Flamingo. Okay. Looks like Old Olive is the one we're going with. Stamp a flower on there. And envelope. Stamp a flower there. And Old Olive it is. And I'm not going to pop it up because that layer's already popped up. So I don't want to make it any fatter than it is in case I have to send this somewhere out of country. There we go. Because of the Lemon Lolly Old Olive, all the butterflies are fabulous, but I want to see other colors behind the Moody Mauve and Flirty. Ah, yes, Kathy, good idea. There we go. Now we just got to put on some butterfly or dragonflies and birds because I like them and that's what I want to use. I got mung on the end of my pokey tool. All right. So did you guys, I never asked you, I'm sorry. How was your weekend? Did you have a good weekend? Did you get to be crafty? I had a good weekend. And then today was absolutely stunning day in Port Alberni. Oh my good Lord. Woke up this morning and it was foggy and ugly. And as I said to Yvonne earlier, I thought we were doomed today to have a horrible winter foggy day in Port Alberni. But it brightened up and the sun came out and there was not a cloud in the sky. And it was warm and spring. And I went for a walk around our donkey trail, which is over by the dead people. And I was looking for flowers, and there's snowdrops are out everywhere. There we go. There's our card. What do you think? We have one for flowery people, and we have one for not so flowery people. Nadine nursed her fur baby. He was attacked during a walk. Oh, no, Nadine. Oh, I'm sorry to hear that. Oh, the poor thing. That makes my heart hurt. Kathy had no crafting because she had her grandson for a sleepover. Then Sunday had mom and dad for supper when they picked Carter up. Oh, family time. Gotta have family time. That's the best thing in the world. No, Valerie, I don't know your address. Have a drink of tea. Beautiful. Someday you'll find my address. Marsha, you're funny. Thanks. Dimity likes them both. Yvonne says, love it. Beautiful cards. Thank you. It didn't turn out too bad. Not too bad. Oh, I didn't put the bow on it. People, you didn't tell me to put the bow on it. Yes, Cindy, I agree. That poor fur baby should not be attacked. I hope it's on the mend, Nadine. Okay, we'll put our bow here. Now I'm putting it down on this level so that it doesn't make my card any thicker. If I put it up here, it's going to stick out further. But I have room to put it down on the flat there. There you go. This is a really good layout. Apparently it's quite versatile. Oh, you're very welcome. Yes, and hugs and prayers, Nadine, for your fur baby. That is, I'm sorry to hear that. Some people, I tell you, they should have more control over their pets. Okay, we have to do the Share It Saturday draw. I almost forgot. I got to find my list. There it is. Okay, I'm going to do this if I can, as my internet is being really stupid tonight. There we go. Simple but beautiful. Hi, Brenda. He's on the mend, but have to carry him outside. Aww. Aww. Okay, I'm cleaning up so I can get at my computer because I've got a duck race all set up, and we're gonna do the draw for Share It Saturday. Okay. Take my camera down or my phone down. There we go. All right. Is this going to switch? There we go. All right, here we go. We got the duck race. Now this is for February the 3rd, Share It Saturday. I've got it set up for 20 seconds. And start. Who's going to win this week? Here we go. We got our duckies just swimming in the water. Old little ducks doing what they oughter. Come on. Kathy's out in front. Oh, here comes Holly just a swimming along. Will it be Holly or Liz? Ah, it's Holly. Congratulations to Holly, runaway winner of the Share It Saturday. I got to find my pencil so I can write that down because otherwise, oh, now it's Holly 2. There you go. Holly had 2 cards. So it's card number 2. Go back over here. I'm trying to switch. It may switch. It may not switch. Apparently it's not going to switch. Oh my gosh. Can you see me? I'm trying to do here. I'm supposed to be able to grab this. Okay, let's do this. And go this and try it now. No. Okay, we'll do this. Oops. Sorry. There was dead air there for a while, but I got it switched. Yay! All right. Yes. Congratulations, Holly. I will have it ready for you when you come to pick up your door prize from Saturday, because I had a team party on Saturday and Holly won a door prize. Thanks, everybody. I hope you have enjoyed the journey for tonight. We had a few coloring opportunities. I'll be back on Thursday night with a fun fold of some sort. Oh, it's a cutie one on Saturday. Now, I don't know whether Josie is watching or not, but I saw you ask about a coffee stamp set and dies for a coffee set. And there is one coming on the 5th of March. Just hang on here. Hang on. Let me go in here and see if I can. I want to show you. Oh, maybe I can't. Sorry, I'm not allowed to show that. But there is a set coming that is, it's a whole suite of coffee things. I didn't get it, but I might yet. Because remember I said I wasn't going to get the, what's that one called that I just ordered? Magnolia. I wasn't going to get the Magnolia. Yeah, I ordered it. It's on my way. So we'll have Magnolia cards soon, if it ever arrives. Thanks, everybody. Have a wonderful week, and I will see you Thursday night at 7:00 on my VIP group for a fun fold, and you're going to love this one. Stamp and Smiles. Oops, let me get this set up here. Stamp and Smiles. Bye for now.